Do you ask the right questions? Listen, I was standing at the bus stop waiting for the bus to get to work. It's a November cold day, like the dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Seattle kind of cold days. And I'm talking to my car mechanic, which is why I'm taking the bus. And I said, all right, well, how much is it going to cost? And he says, it's about $800 for the clutch. All right, fine, whatever. We need a clutch, get a clutch. And he says, as long as I'm in there, I need to change the serpentine belt. Okay. I say, how much is that? He goes, oh, it's about another $800 if I do it for you now, and it's about another $1,200 or $1,500, $1,300 if it goes later. I have the vaguest notion about what the serpentine belt does. Maybe I know what it is, maybe I don't, but I go, fine, go do it. I trust you, do it. And I hang up. Now, why don't I ask him what the serpentine belt? Why don't I get any more? Because I can't. See, now the problem with this is, I'll tell you why I can't in a minute, but the problem is I get home and my wife asked me what the serpentine belt is. So obviously I had looked it up on Google, so I could tell her what it was. But the point was I couldn't ask him because I'm a guy. I'm a guy in this culture. And I'm supposed to know about cars. It's just one of those things I'm supposed to know about. I get embarrassed when I have to ask questions that someone else thinks I'm supposed to know, or worse, I think I'm supposed to know. So I just got embarrassed and I didn't ask him. I do trust him and it turned out okay, but that's not the point. The point is I wasn't asking the right questions. Why? Because I thought I was supposed to know it already. Now, why am I telling you this? Because in the home buying process, I see people all the time not asking questions. They don't ask the right questions. They don't ask any questions. They don't know how realtors get paid. They don't know what an earnest money deposit is. They don't know about this. They don't know about that. And they don't ask. It's craziness. This is the most expensive thing you're ever going to buy. You got to ask all kinds of questions about this. But we don't. Why? Because you either think I'm supposed to know this, and I don't know why our culture makes it like you're supposed to know about buying a home. You do it once every 10 years. And it's different every 10 years. The market changes and the technology changes. And so it's really irrelevant if you've ever bought a home before. Or so you think you're supposed to know it. Or the other place we don't ask questions is when we think we already know it. Like, oh yeah, I bought 3 homes before. Okay, fine. But it still doesn't make you a realtor. It doesn't make you someone who's trained to do it. I've gotten, multiple root canals, but it's hardly like I don't go to the dentist and get his opinion, So it's not the kind of thing that it is really important for you to know either which one is using you, which one is limiting your ability to ask questions. Is it that you think you're supposed to know, or you think you already do know? In either event, you, the person who's going to write the check every month for the next 30 years, needs to be responsible for. You need to ask the right questions. One of the big things I do with my clients, and why I teach first-time home buyer classes and why I do these videos, frankly, is to illuminate the questions you should be asking. Because many people don't even know what to ask, and which is just also embarrassing. And mostly we would rather do anything than be publicly embarrassed. We just won't do it. So we'll hire the wrong realtor or hire the wrong car mechanic or do all kinds of things, get taken for rides, rather than deal with, I can't ask questions. No, your job in this transaction is to be the boss. Your job in the relationship to your realtor and your lender is you're the CEO and you're hiring a COO and a CFO, and you are going to ask the questions. I work for you. I am your employee. As the realtor, I am your employee. I report to you. If there are things you don't know about the transaction, it's my job to make sure they're clear for you. You don't work for me. You're not hassling me. You're not using my time. You're not, I have one more. No, I work for you. That needs to be the relationship you're looking for between your realtor and you. And that will come only if you're willing to take your fear of asking questions and put it aside and just know that you are not supposed to know this and you don't know any of this, and it's critical that you do. You approach it that way, you will have a transaction that you'll be proud of. You'll get the right house for the best price because it'll be your deal, not your realtor's problem. You will make sure that you get the right one by asking all the questions you have. So when you hire a realtor, make sure you hire one that loves your questions, that never makes you feel stupid, that always has time for you, that makes you feel smarter after you have talked to them. Critical, critical, critical stuff, okay? So if you do have questions, who wants to answer them? Me. Love answering your questions, okay? Let me know what you got. Aaron Hendon with Christine Company over at eXp Realty. Ask questions. Talk to you soon.